Yo, what's going on with you YouTube? Jumpman Chris here. We're coming back at y'all with another vid, man. And if you guys haven't been on Twitter or all over social media, I even posted on my IG story. So that's why follow me on my IG, guys, because I try to bring out the news as soon as possible, and I can usually post it fast on my IG until I make a video about it. But anyways, supposedly rumors was that there was going to be a restock, a shock drop restock of probably the two biggest dunks that released last year of 2022, which was the Jackie Robinsons and the Orange Lobsters, which was going to be huge. And also, I think there was also rumors of a Travis Scott Air Max is going to be restocking as well. And then earlier this week, we were supposed to get restocks. Like the Nike said there was like 3 days of 3 drops, restocks and stuff like that. So a lot of people thought, and these things were loaded on the back end of Nike. So supposedly they were going to restock today. It was supposed to be at like 2 p.m. Eastern time, 11 a.m. Pacific time. I think that was right when the live was started on the Sneakers app. So I think a lot of people thought it was going to happen then. Obviously it didn't. They said that Nike did pull it, or they decided not to drop it, but they were loaded up. I do expect that these things will restock eventually. Don't know when. Hopefully they do, especially the Orange Lobsters, the Jackie Robinsons. I don't know about the Travis Scott Air Maxes, but I don't think it's gonna be crazy amount of stock or anything like that. Like it's gonna be like over 100,000 pairs or anything crazy. I think it's gonna be very limited, so it's gonna be very tough. But either way, I think we will probably most likely get a shock drop type of restock on at least Orange Lobsters, hopefully Jackie Robinsons, and just wait till whenever that happens, man. We don't know when. Like I said, I've said it in a lot of my videos. We don't know what Nike plans on doing. They could do whatever they want. If they decide to release it, cool. If they want to, pull it back, they'll do it. Nike can do whatever they want. A lot of people were excited for it, especially when I saw it was going to be an Orange Lobster. We already know how much drama this release was, especially with the whole concepts going on. It wasn't an easy release, I mean, if you were talking about bad releases, this is probably had to be one of the worst releases. Not saying it's a bad shoe, just saying the release, because the whole concept, the whole bonding situation, no one was able to enter in. Concept canceled all the orders, then they try to put you in a raffle. No one could even get into the raffle on Concept's website. It was just a big mess on this release, and I think if Nike were to shock drop these or restock these things, I think a lot of people would have been happy about it. Not only that, these things are going for crazy amount of bread. Like these things, I think a normal box are around like high 500s, mid 500s. Specialty boxes, if you want to talk about that, those are going for like high 800s and so on and so forth. But overall, the Orange Lobster, I think a lot of people would have been excited for. Even the Jackie Robinson, some people even say these are the best dunks of 2022, which I can agree. It's a very clean shoe, very nice looking. Obviously with the restock, we don't know when it's going to happen. I think it still might happen. We'll just have to wait for a later day, man. January this month has been super dry, and it's super hard to make content when nothing's coming out. I mean, we got the True Blue ones that came out last week. Did anyone even care about those? I'm still actually trying to get a pair. I'm actually still trying to get those things. I think they're sitting in stores, or they were sitting on Sneakers app for a long minute. I still needed like a size 9.5. I'll probably end up getting it eventually down the road. But another one, I think the $1 million question is, what happened about the lost and founds? Weren't these supposed to shock drop restock as well? I don't know, man. It's like morale is actually really low right now. Like, I don't know when any of these gonna drop. Like, I was hearing all kind of crazy things. It's just one of those things where like it's hard to believe what you see on Twitter and the sources and stuff like that. But they say they're low in the back end. We just don't know when Nike decides to drop it. They might drop it in February, to be honest, man. At this point, I don't even know if they'll even drop, to be honest. We got news that they're supposed to drop sometime like last week or something like that, and I was thinking it's gonna probably drop sometime this week. Honestly, we don't know when they'll drop. They will, though. I think they still will. We just don't know when. As soon as I find out, I promise I will let you guys know as soon as I know. That's why I tell you guys, follow me on my IG, because I will drop the information as soon as possible just to get you guys ready. And even if it doesn't drop, at least we'll be prepared until when they finally do. I don't want to hear anybody like, oh, I didn't know about it, was at work and whatever. Hey, I'm trying to tell you as soon as possible if I can. The lost and founds have been restocking. Some stores been getting pairs. A lot of stores have been getting their late pairs. I think in some areas we're getting their GS sizes. I think Chic is having their app ending this Saturday. So pairs are coming in with the lost and founds. We just don't know when Nike's going to release theirs. So stay tuned for that. Have to be like right here. These are probably one of the top releases that came out in 2022, especially with the lost and founds. We don't know how hyped that was. Orange Lobster is right behind it. You know, Jackie Robinson is another one right behind it. So this would have been crazy if they would have dropped this sometime this month with all these releases coming up. But Nike is trying to figure a way out, or trying to figure a way like, hey, how can we release this without getting too much bot, orders and, bots taking over? Maybe they're trying to figure that out. I'm hoping that's what Nike's trying to do, but we'll see. In other news, real quick, shouts to Z Sneakerhead. 2023 is actually looking nice though. So month of January is pretty dry. You already know how it is. Usually good months are around All-Star Weekend, going to tag season, and then holiday seasons where they drop all the heat. And we're supposed to be getting another retro of the Air Jordan 13 Wheats, man. And I hope it comes exactly like this, maybe with some better leather or whatever. See my toe box right here? It's still pretty clean, it's not too bad. It's a little creasing, but I need a fresh pair, y'all. I need a fresh pair of the Wheat 13s. Supposedly these things are going to release on holiday season of 2023. That is also going with the reimagined Lost and Found Black Toes, and also the Cherry 12, which I'm also excited for, and the Wheat 13s. Man, I feel like 2023 is like, it's like my childhood. It's like my year, For me, the Cherry 12s was my very first Jordans I've ever had since, when I was in elementary. That was my very first pair of Air Jordans. Wheat 13s when I had these back in high school. So it just feels good that all these good releases are coming out later this year. Hopefully. Obviously, everything is all speculation and kind of rumored. Nothing's ever like concrete with Nike until we see official pictures. That's the one thing. Nothing's ever concrete. So just stay tuned, guys. I hate to keep bringing out like some of these like fake news and stuff like that, man. I mean, you hear things and you hope things are, come through, and, people are excited for it, and, and then if they ever do drop, then people are able to get W's. That's the one thing, because at the end of the day, we all just want to get W's. We just want these shoes. Apparently, shouts to Z Sneakerhead again. Apparently, the Columbia 11s, Legend Blues, and the Gamma 11s are not releasing this holiday season. So it's probably going to be a whole new colorway. Don't know what it is. Maybe be like a UNC colorway. Probably, and that's my guess, or just a full different random colorway. I don't know, because I thought so too. Why would they bring back the Legend Blue 11s when we just got the Legend Blue lows in 2020? So usually typically what Nike and Jordan does when they release like an OG colorway of low cut of Air Jordan 11s, we usually don't see the high cut later on, like the next 4 or 5 years or something. Usually this same thing what they did with the Cherry, 11s. They did the same thing, and also the Cool Gray 11s, and then the 72 and 10 11s. But that started off with the high, then they went with the low. Concords, they did the same thing, Concord lows, and then they went with the highs a couple years later. So sad that we're not gonna get them, man. And I wouldn't mind to get. I swear, I would not mind getting another pair of the Gamma 11s, holiday season. I think that would have been really nice, but obviously we're not. But I hate to kill all the news, man. I just don't know. We just kind of just don't know when things are going to happen. Nike will decide when they decide to do it. Once I get all the news, I promise I will let you guys know as soon as possible. All right? Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on my social media at German Chris on IG, sometime on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. And I'm also on TikTok. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm German Chris. Peace.